Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on The Flash Season 3. So quickly, just two things to mention before we get into the content in this video. The first one being, people were asking why I didn't upload videos over the past couple of days. People thought I quit for some reason, because usually I upload every day or two. There wasn't really much to talk about, I just took a bit of a break from making videos. But now, because of that, there's so much information to talk about, so there will be videos over the next couple of days, don't you worry. And the second thing is that DVD screeners have been sent out to big media outlets. By this I mean like they've been sent the first episodes for the new seasons of Supergirl, Legends, Flash and Arrow. So just watch out for spoilers, probably not on Twitter or Facebook, it's pretty rare they're put on there. But if you do go on websites like Reddit, 4chan and any other board website like that, then just watch out carefully for spoilers, as sometimes these screeners land in the hands of people that will do this, and they might even upload the episodes to torrent sites and stuff like that. If you don't believe me, 2 episodes from Arrow last year were put up there, the Constantine episode and another episode, they were actually leaked, and 2 episodes from the Flash Season 1 were leaked, along with the pilot for the Flash Season 1 and the pilot for Supergirl as well. So it does happen, I'm not making up stuff, so just watch out for them. So one of the biggest questions regarding the first few episodes of the Flash Season 3 have been around Flashpoint and how long it would actually last. You know, like how many episodes of the new season would focus on Flashpoint. Well, it looks like we may have had that question answered for us. Who answered it, you might be wondering? Well, the official description or synopsis, whatever you want to call it, for the second episode of The Flash Season 3 was released over the past day or so. The second episode of Season 3 is actually entitled Paradox. Now that is the first hint of what we will be going over after I read the description, so just keep that in your mind or head for now. Anyway, the description for episode 2 goes like this. Barry realizes the effects from Flashpoint are much greater than he thought. Meanwhile, Barry meets new co-worker, Julian Albert, and is surprised by Julian's immediate disdain for Barry. So that was a decently lengthy description that includes stuff some of us may have already known, but does give us something to go over. Now the first part of the description, Barry realizes the effects from Flashpoint are much greater than he thought, sort of insinuates that Flashpoint will be over once we head into episode 2, as it states the effects from Flashpoint and not the effects of Flashpoint. However, when you go back to the title of the episode, Paradox, and it is put next to the title of the first episode, Flashpoint, we get Flashpoint Paradox, which is of course the name of the DC animated movie based around the Flashpoint storyline. Due to this, you would now think that the Flashpoint story is over 2 episodes, which is what I believe. Earlier in the day though, I actually thought it might only be 1 and posted on Twitter about it. But after sitting down and sorting out this video and stuff like that, I've settled on it actually being 2 episodes, not 1. Next in the description we had, meanwhile, Barry meets his new co-worker, Julian Albert, and is surprised by Julian's immediate disdain for Barry. If you did not know, Julian Albert will be played by Tom Felton, best known for his role as Draco Malfoy in the Harry Potter films. Now earlier I said that I think Flashpoint will be 2 episodes. Julian Albert is in the second episode and he will actually be a regular throughout season 3. So what I'm guessing is that they will make it work that Julian would always end up in the Central City Police Department in both the normal timeline and the Flashpoint timeline at that certain point in time, if you know what I mean. Also, he is heavily linked to be behind Dr. Alchemy's masks, so there might be something around that works around him being the same in both timelines. Now one thing to quickly bring up is that you would have noticed I called him Julian Albert in the description, that's what it says. When he was first cast and the press release was put out that, that Tom Felton was going to be in season 3, they labelled his character as Julian Dawn, so they've changed his character's name. I don't know if that's intentional or it was just a cover thing back then, who knows. But it's pretty rare they change names of characters like this, so maybe there's a reason behind it. We'll have to wait and see what happens throughout the season before we can go over why the hell did they change his name. So one quick thing to end the video on, the new poster came out 2 days ago, I think it was, for The Flash, which shows Barry in this like really red suit. Now this has led a lot of people to go, oh, he's getting a new suit, yay, bright red suit. Not necessarily, they're up to episode 7 in filming and he's still got the same colour scheme of suit that he's had in seasons 1 and 2. Unless something happens in the crossover that somehow gives him a bright red suit, then I guess that's what's going to happen. But at the moment, he's still got the same suit. Personally, I'd rather if he kept the same sort of suit, because a bright red suit I don't think would work that well on screen, unless it's not as bright. It's that color, but maybe like a sort of like a darker shade, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I hope they don't go with a really bright red suit because it could look silly, and I think that's why they necessarily didn't go with it at first. And the same can be said on Arrow, why like Oliver Queen doesn't wear a bright green hood, or like a really a brighter green hood, if you know what I mean. It's because it wouldn't look that good on screen. It suits better when it's a darker shade. But thanks for watching, guys. Leave your opinions in the comments section below. What do you think of all of this? How long do you think Flashpoint's going to last? I think the fact that the 2 episodes, when they're put together, does equal Flashpoint Paradox sort of basically says, yeah, it's a 2-episode story. But let me know what you think. I would really not enjoy it if it is only 1 episode. There's just too much to cram in there. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. I'll catch you later, guys, and goodbye.